Hi, my name is Beth Hiley here for Board Game Geek at SPIEL 2016. I'm sitting down with Michael Canelos of Desyllas Games, and you brought us Abla Ubla.
Abla Ubla, yes. This is a game that you twist your tongue and tangle your words. So this is a party game, a word party game, where the Abla Ublas are these furry little pink creatures that after a huge earthquake, their tribe was split in two. And after many centuries, they have lost the proper way to communicate with each other. And this is where we come in. We're trying to close the gap of the communication that they have between them.
You know, outside of this show, I'm a speech therapist, so this sounds near and dear to my heart.
Perfect. So this is perfect. So we will be split into two teams. One will be represented by Queen Abla, and the other team will be represented by King Ubla. He's the more macho guy. And here we have 85 different category cards. And in each turn, the team player will take one of the category cards out, and he will have to write on one of the empty spaces something that has to do with the category. Okay, so in this example, famous company.
Okay.
And we'll say, I don't know, Board Game Geek, for example. Okay?
Now, are these, because these cards are, not paper, like these are finished, do they write on with dry erase so you can reuse them
Exactly.
as many times?
There's a special coating on it that we can erase them and use them again.
Awesome.
Okay, so we write something on it, so it has a semi-legacy system as well. So the game progressively will become a bit more difficult, and if we want, we can erase them as you said, but we can keep as the game completed, and my Abla Ubla will be different than your copy of Abla Ubla. Okay? So after we write something down, we spin the spinner, and this is where the communication breakdown comes into play. So if it lands on question mark, then we will draw a challenge card, and it will add something to the description. So it says, to talk with your tongue outside your mouth.
Oh, come on, you can do better than that.
With the tongue outside your mouth.
There you go, much better.
Okay, so there's silly ones, there's some easier ones, there's some more challenging ones, like using only adjectives or letters or words that start with 3 letters, stuff like that. Okay, so then you have to describe what you have written down with the challenge, but the spinner can land on a letter. So now we have a letter challenge. So you have to describe using words that start with this letter, or you can add or substitute the first letter of any word with the one that just landed.
So if we were using Board Game Geek as the example, I could say many, many meeples, more games.
More games.
Oh, games. All right.
Games.
More wine. Biggest board game database in the world.
Is it Board Game Geek?
Oh my gosh, it is.
Yes. So we do this on the time allowed. Each time we get a card, we move on the board. But the cool thing is that there is no dead time. The opposing team is always active, and they can interrupt you and steal your card. But they only have one chance. If they screw it up, then they cannot interrupt you again.
All right.
And this is how we get these interrupt tokens that we can use during the game to unlock some special actions.
I have to say this one definitely feels near and dear to my heart.
I think it's going to be something that you're going to love. Yeah.
And I feel as though it's only appropriate to say, Michael, thank you so much for showing us this game.
Thank you so much for having me and playing Abla Ubla with me.
Absolutely, everyone should go play it right now.
Yes, thank you everybody.